Have you ever tried everything to glow from the inside out, only to end up with dull, irritated skin that just wouldn't get better? You drink more water. You add chia seeds to your smoothies. You cut out sugar, dairy, even late-night snacks. But instead of radiant skin, your face feels tight, breaks out in patches, and no moisturizer seems to work. What if the very superfood you believed was helping you is actually hurting your skin without you even knowing? Today, I'm going to reveal 10 surprising mistakes people make with chia seeds, especially mistake #2, which even wellness coaches get wrong. And if you've been feeling frustrated with your skin lately, chances are this is exactly what you need to hear. I still remember a friend of mine. Her name's Jen. She was the health-conscious type. Yoga every morning, green juice at lunch, skincare routine longer than my grocery list. One day, she called me in tears. Her face had broken out in painful red patches. She'd been doing everything right, or so she thought. Turns out, her daily chia puddings were doing more harm than good. That moment changed the way I saw so-called superfoods forever. So in this video, we're not just talking about chia seeds. We're uncovering what really happens beneath the surface when you use them the wrong way. You'll learn why soaked versus dry chia can make or break your skin, the hidden danger of too much fiber, how poor quality chia could be aging you faster than time, and most importantly, how to turn this tiny seed into a true ally for beauty and wellness. Ready to stop guessing and start glowing? For real this time? Let's dive into mistake #1, and you might never look at chia seeds the same way again. 1. The superfood everyone loves, but could it be backfiring? We live in a world where health advice comes at us from every direction. Social media, wellness blogs, even the back of cereal boxes tell us what to eat, what to avoid, and what miracle food to try next. And right at the center of that trend are chia seeds. They're everywhere, touted as the ultimate superfood. You see them in smoothies, overnight oats, energy bars, and even skincare lines. They're praised for being high in fiber, loaded with omega-3s, and rich in antioxidants. But here's the part most people never talk about. Even the healthiest food, when misunderstood or misused, can backfire. I remember when I first got into clean eating. I was determined to fix my skin from the inside out. I swapped chips for kale, coffee for matcha, and I proudly stirred 2 heaping tablespoons of chia seeds into my smoothie every single morning. At first, I felt good. But after a few weeks, I started noticing something strange. My skin felt tight and dry, despite drinking plenty of water. Tiny bumps appeared on my jawline, and no amount of serum seemed to calm the redness. I blamed stress, weather, even my pillowcases. But chia seeds? That never crossed my mind. It wasn't until I met a holistic nutritionist at a retreat who gently asked, "Are you eating chia seeds every day? And are you soaking them properly?" That one question led me down a rabbit hole I didn't expect. What I thought was helping me might have actually been harming me. And that's the quiet truth about superfoods. They're powerful. But power, without understanding, can be dangerous. We often assume that just because something is natural, it must be safe. But the truth is, even nature requires nuance. And when it comes to chia seeds, there are small mistakes that can create big problems, especially for your skin. So today, we're going to uncover those mistakes one by one. Because knowing what not to do can be just as important as knowing what to do. Let's start with the very first and most common mistake, one that silently dehydrates your skin from the inside out: eating chia seeds dry. 2. Mistake #1, eating chia seeds dry, a hydration trap. On the outside, it seems harmless. You sprinkle a spoonful of chia seeds over your yogurt or stir them into your oatmeal right before eating. No big deal, right? But here's the thing. Chia seeds are like tiny sponges. Each one can absorb up to 10 to 12 times its weight in water. When they're dry and you eat them straight, without giving them time to soak and expand, they begin to swell inside your body. And where do they get the water to do that? From you. From your digestive fluids, your gut lining, and yes, even from the moisture your skin needs to stay hydrated. This subtle internal dehydration isn't something most people feel immediately. It doesn't knock you out or cause pain. But your body knows. And your skin, your largest organ, is often the first to show the signs. I once spoke with a woman named Eliza. She had switched to a plant-based diet and was proud of how clean her meals looked. Every morning, she'd make a beautiful fruit bowl with a generous sprinkle of dry chia seeds on top. After a month, she came to me frustrated. "My skin feels tight, like paper. I'm drinking so much water. Why does it look so tired?" We looked at her routine together, and there it was. Dry chia seeds, twice a day, every day. Once she started soaking them, just 20 minutes in water or almond milk, things began to shift. Her skin felt plumper, the tightness faded, and her digestion improved too. Because when chia seeds are properly soaked, they don't steal moisture. They give it. They form a gel-like texture called mucilage, which soothes your gut, hydrates your system, and helps your body absorb nutrients more gently. The takeaway here is simple but powerful. Sometimes it's not about eating more healthy things, it's about using them the right way. So if you've been tossing dry chia seeds into your meals, thinking you're doing your skin a favor, it might be time to slow down and soak them first. It only takes 20 to 30 minutes. But the difference it makes for your skin and your entire system can be lasting. And now that you know how important hydration is when using chia seeds, let's talk about something just as sneaky: how eating too much of them, even when soaked, can quietly trigger inflammation. 3. Mistake number 2. Overloading. When too much of a good thing becomes harmful. We've all heard the saying, "You can never have too much of a good thing." But when it comes to chia seeds, that's simply not true. These tiny seeds may be packed with omega-3s, antioxidants, and fiber. But fiber in particular is where things get tricky. Just 2 tablespoons of chia seeds hold around 10 grams of fiber. That's nearly 40% of your recommended daily intake, in just one small spoonful. Eat more than that, especially if your body isn't used to it, and your gut can start to fight back. Gas, bloating, constipation, and most importantly, inflammation. And here's where it gets interesting. What happens in your gut often shows up on your skin. There's a growing body of research supporting the gut-skin connection. When your digestive system is inflamed or imbalanced, it can trigger breakouts, redness, even flare-ups of eczema or psoriasis. I remember a client named Jamie. She was so passionate about clean eating. She made her own granola, drank kombucha, and added 4 tablespoons of chia seeds to her smoothie bowl every morning. She thought more chia meant more benefits, but her skin told a different story. Stubborn acne that wouldn't go away, even with high-end skincare. When we looked deeper, the answer was surprisingly simple. Too much fiber, too fast. Her gut couldn't keep up, and her skin paid the price. We scaled her chia intake back to 1 tablespoon a day, balanced her meals with cooked vegetables and fermented foods, and within a few weeks, her skin began to clear, her digestion calmed down, and she felt more energy than she had in months. The lesson here? More isn't always better, especially when it comes to powerful foods. Balance is everything. Chia seeds are meant to support your body, not overwhelm it. Give them space to do their job by keeping portions moderate and consistent. And now that we've covered how much chia is enough, let's talk about what kind of chia matters just as much. Because even if you're soaking your seeds and watching your portions, low-quality chia could still be quietly harming your skin. 4. Mistake number 3. Rancid chia seeds. Silent saboteur of your skin. We often assume that something so small, so natural, and so clean can't possibly go bad. But chia seeds, despite their superfood status, are surprisingly delicate. Here's why. Chia seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, the same heart-healthy fats that also support skin elasticity, hydration, and that dewy, youthful glow. But omega-3s are fragile. They break down quickly when exposed to heat, light, or air. And when they do, the seeds go rancid. Now here's the catch. Rancid chia seeds don't always look bad. They might not be moldy or discolored, but they'll smell slightly fishy, taste bitter, or feel clumpy instead of smooth and loose. And when you eat them, instead of reducing inflammation and supporting your skin, they actually do the opposite. They create oxidative stress inside your body, damaging your cells, speeding up aging, and dulling your skin from within. Think of it like this. Instead of acting like a shield, they become a spark that fans the flame. I once worked with a woman named Karen. She had been buying chia seeds in bulk, big 5-pound bags from a discount store. It seemed like a smart, economical choice, but she noticed that after switching brands, her skin got red and blotchy. Her eczema, which had been under control for years, suddenly flared up. At first, she thought it was allergies or a change in the weather. But when we tested the chia seeds, turns out they had oxidized. She had been unknowingly feeding her body something that was no longer nourishing, but irritating. We tossed the bag, replaced it with a fresh organic brand, stored in the fridge in a dark container. And within weeks, her skin calmed. The glow returned. And so did her trust in her body's ability to heal, once given the right tools. The small lesson here? It's not just what you eat, it's the quality of it. Superfoods only serve you when they're fresh, intact, and treated with care. So if your chia seeds smell off, taste bitter, or have been sitting in the back of your pantry for months, it might be time to let them go. Now that we've covered how chia seeds can hurt your skin when they're dry, overused, or rancid, you might be wondering, what's the right way to use them then? Let's go deeper, because soaking your seeds properly isn't just a suggestion. It's the next essential step on this journey to healthier skin. 5. Mistake number 4, skipping the soak. Why timing and texture matter. If you've ever tossed chia seeds into your smoothie and drank it right away thinking, hey, they'll just soak in my stomach, you're not alone. It sounds convenient. It feels modern. But unfortunately, your gut isn't a blender or a soaking bowl. Chia seeds have a natural outer layer that turns into a gel-like coating when they're mixed with liquid. This process, called mucilage formation, is what makes them so gentle on your digestion and beneficial for your skin. It helps slow down sugar absorption, keeps you feeling full, and hydrates your cells. But here's the key. That transformation only happens if you give it time. When you skip the soak and eat chia seeds dry or toss them into a drink and gulp it down right away, your body is forced to do the soaking for you. That can cause bloating, stomach cramps, and poor nutrient absorption. And again, it takes water away from your system instead of giving it back. I remember meeting Daniel, a yoga instructor who started every morning with a power shake. He'd blend almond milk, banana, protein powder, and dry chia seeds, then drink it on the way to class. Healthy, right? But he began experiencing gut discomfort, weird energy crashes mid-morning, and flaky patches on his arms and forehead. Nothing in his routine had changed, except that new shake. When I asked if he was soaking his chia seeds first, he blinked. You're supposed to soak them? We tried an experiment, same shake, same ingredients, except this time, he pre-soaked the chia for 30 minutes. The results? No more bloating, more sustained energy, and his skin? Smooth, balanced, and visibly brighter within just 2 weeks. The takeaway? Chia seeds aren't just something you eat, they're something you prepare. Soaking isn't an inconvenience, it's an invitation to slow down, to be intentional, and to let food serve your body, not stress it. Need a tip to get started? Try soaking your chia seeds overnight in plant-based milk with a dash of cinnamon. It's simple, nourishing, and delicious, and your skin will thank you. Now that you've learned how preparation changes everything, let's explore another hidden reason chia seeds might not be working for you: how you're combining them with other foods. Because sometimes, it's not what you eat, it's what you eat it with. 6. Mistake number 5, ignoring food combinations. Chia doesn't work alone. There's a funny thing about health food culture. We often isolate ingredients as if they exist in a vacuum, as if just adding chia seeds to any dish will magically make everything healthier. But food doesn't work that way. Our bodies process nutrients based on how they're combined. And sometimes, the wrong pairings can block the very benefits you're hoping to receive. Let me explain. Chia seeds are rich in omega-3s, fiber, and minerals like calcium and magnesium. But those nutrients don't absorb in isolation. They need support from the right partners. For example, combining chia seeds with high-tannin foods like black tea, unripe bananas, or even too much raw spinach can reduce your body's ability to absorb key minerals, especially iron and zinc. And without enough zinc or healthy fat absorption, your skin can suffer dryness, dullness, or even acne flare-ups. On the flip side, when you pair chia with vitamin C-rich foods, you help your body absorb more iron. When you combine chia with probiotic-rich foods like yogurt or kefir, you support gut health and, in turn, skin clarity. When you add in berries, you get an antioxidant boost that works in harmony with chia's natural benefits. I once worked with a teenager named Lily. She was struggling with hormonal acne and had started adding chia seeds to her cereal every morning. But that cereal? It was ultra-processed, loaded with sugar, and offered zero nutritional synergy. So, together, we swapped it for a chia bowl. Soaked chia seeds with unsweetened almond milk, topped with fresh blueberries, a spoonful of plain yogurt, and a drizzle of raw honey. In just 3 weeks, her skin started clearing. Not just because of the chia, but because of the supporting cast. The lesson here: chia seeds aren't a solo act. They're more like a talented musician that shines when paired with the right band. On their own, they're okay, but in the right mix, they become powerful. So the next time you add chia to a meal, ask yourself, am I creating a team or just throwing it in? And now that you understand how food combinations affect your results, let's talk about something just as important. When you eat chia seeds. Because timing, just like pairing, can make all the difference. 7. Mistake 6. Using chia at the wrong time of day. Sometimes, it's not just what you eat that matters, but when you eat it. Chia seeds are incredibly nutrient-dense. They expand in your stomach, keep you full, stabilize blood sugar, and feed your skin from within. But depending on the time of day, those very benefits can either help you thrive or hold you back. Here's why timing matters. In the morning, your metabolism is waking up. Your digestive system is primed to absorb nutrients, and your body is ready to use energy throughout the day. Having chia seeds at this time, especially when soaked and paired with a balanced breakfast, can keep you energized, regulate hunger, and support healthy skin hydration. But now picture this. It's 9:30 p.m. You're scrolling your phone, and you remember you forgot your healthy dessert. So you grab a bowl of chia pudding from the fridge. It's thick, heavy, maybe topped with nut butter, and you eat it just before bed. What happens? That gel-like fiber sits in your stomach while your digestion is slowing down for the night. It can lead to bloating, poor sleep, or that heavy feeling the next morning. And when your sleep is disrupted, your skin feels it too. Hello puffiness, dullness, and under-eye shadows. I remember a guy named Ryan who messaged me through my blog. He was doing everything right: clean diet, chia every night, early bedtime. But every morning he felt sluggish and his face looked puffy, like he hadn't rested at all. We didn't change anything drastic. We simply moved his chia bowl from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. Same ingredients, same portion, but a different time. Within a week, his energy returned, his sleep improved, and his skin? Clearer, calmer, and way less puffy. The takeaway is simple. Chia seeds work with your body's rhythm, if you let them. So try this. Enjoy your chia in the morning or early afternoon, when digestion is strong and your body has all day to use that steady fuel. And if you really crave chia at night, keep the portion small and pair it with something light like warm chamomile tea. Because food isn't just fuel, it's a rhythm. And when you move in tune with your body, everything flows better. Digestion, energy, and yes, even your skin. Now, speaking of rhythm, there's another beat many people miss entirely. Not recognizing that chia seeds simply aren't for everyone. Let's talk about how individual sensitivity can turn a superfood into a surprise setback. 8. Mistake number 7. Not considering underlying conditions. Chia isn't for everyone. We often talk about superfoods like they're universal cures. as if they work the same way for everyone, no matter who you are, where you live, or what your body's been through. But the truth is, no food is one size fits all. And even something as gentle and wholesome as chia seeds might not be right for you. Let's look at why. Chia seeds are high in fiber and omega-3s, which can be wonderful for most people. But if you have certain underlying health conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, Crohn's disease, or even a sensitive gut that hasn't built up tolerance to high fiber, chia seeds can make symptoms worse. And then there's the rare but real issue of chia allergies. Though uncommon, some people experience reactions like skin rashes, itching, or even mild swelling in response to chia proteins. These symptoms are often brushed off or misattributed to skincare products or stress, when in fact it's coming from the inside. Take Natalie, for example. A kind-hearted teacher in her early 30s, she started adding chia seeds to her breakfast every morning. At first, she felt great, but after a few weeks, she noticed her skin breaking out in tiny red bumps, especially on her neck and chest. She changed her detergent, her face wash, even her shampoo. Nothing helped. Finally, on a whim, she stopped eating chia for a week. The redness faded, her skin began to calm, and just to be sure, it returned the moment she added them back in. It wasn't the chia's fault. It just wasn't right for her body. And that's the gentle reminder we all need sometimes. Even healthy foods require awareness. Listening to your body is more important than following any trend or food rule. If you've been struggling with stubborn skin issues, digestive discomfort, or unexplained inflammation, and you've tried everything else, maybe it's time to pause, reflect, and ask yourself, is this food truly supporting me, or is my body asking me to let it go? Because the best health journey is not about following the crowd. It's about coming home to what you need. And now that you know how important it is to listen to your body, let's flip the perspective. Because sometimes, it's not about eating less chia, but about expecting too much from it in the first place. Let's talk about a mindset trap many of us fall into, believing that chia seeds alone can fix everything. 9. Mistake number 8. Relying on chia seeds alone. It's not a magic bullet. We all want that one thing, the one secret ingredient, the one superfood, the one daily habit that will finally fix everything. Glowing skin, flat stomach, balanced hormones, endless energy. And chia seeds? Well, they've been marketed as just that. But here's the honest truth. There's no such thing as a magic bullet. Yes, chia seeds are powerful, but they don't work in isolation. No single food can undo the effects of chronic stress, poor sleep, lack of movement, or emotional burnout. I once met a young woman named Marissa. She had just come out of a long, stressful season in life, working late nights, skipping meals, dealing with heartbreak. When she finally decided to take better care of herself, she didn't know where to start. So she Googled foods for glowing skin, and of course, chia seeds showed up. She went all in, made chia puddings every day, bought organic, followed all the rules. But weeks went by, and nothing changed. Her skin still looked tired. Her digestion was sluggish. Her mood, flat. She came to me feeling defeated. But as we talked, it became clear. She was eating chia, yes, but still sleeping just 5 hours a night, still glued to her phone before bed, still holding in all the emotions she hadn't processed. Chia can support your body, but it can't carry everything on its own. Once we looked at her routine more holistically, adding gentle walks in the morning, a better sleep schedule, more real conversations with people she trusted, that's when the glow came back. Not from a seed, but from balance. The takeaway? Health isn't about finding one perfect thing. It's about small, intentional choices that work together. Chia is a beautiful piece of the puzzle, but it's not the whole picture. So if you've been putting all your hope into one habit, one food, or one quick fix, maybe today's the day to release that pressure. To embrace the slower, more sustainable path. Because real change doesn't come from extremes. It comes from connection to your body, your rhythm, your life. Now that we've let go of unrealistic expectations, let's bring everything together. Because when used wisely, chia seeds can still be an incredible ally. Let me show you the right way to use them, step by step, for healthy, vibrant skin that shines from within. 10. The right way to use chia seeds for radiant skin. Your action plan. After all we've explored, the mistakes, the missteps, the quiet ways chia seeds can help or hurt your skin, you might be wondering, so what's the right way to use them? Not the trendy way, not the influencer way, but the way that's actually nourishing, sustainable, and tailored to your body. Let's simplify it. Step 1. Soak them properly. Give your chia seeds time to hydrate, at least 20 to 30 minutes in water or plant-based milk. This activates their natural mucilage, making them easier to digest and more hydrating for your skin. Want to take it up a notch? Soak them overnight with a splash of lemon juice or cinnamon for added gut-loving benefits. Step 2. Stick to the right amount. More doesn't mean better. 1 to 2 tablespoons per day is plenty for most people. This gives you all the fiber and omega-3s you need without overloading your system. Step 3. Pair them intentionally. Think teamwork. Combine chia seeds with berries, yogurt, citrus, or even probiotic foods to boost nutrient absorption and support your gut-skin connection. Avoid pairing them with heavy, processed meals or iron-blocking foods that cancel out their benefits. Step 4. Time it right. Mornings or early afternoons are ideal. That's when your digestive fire is strongest and your body can put those nutrients to good use. Skip the late-night chia bowls. They may do more harm than good when your body's trying to wind down. Step 5. Listen to your body. This is the most important one. If something feels off, bloating, rashes, fatigue, pause. Chia seeds might not be the villain, but they might not be your hero either. Tune in. Adjust. Trust what your skin and gut are telling you. I once had a client named Jordan who followed this exact plan. He'd struggled with oily skin and digestive discomfort for years. We didn't do anything extreme, just cleaned up his chia routine, made a few smart food pairings, and paid attention to timing. 6 weeks later, his skin was noticeably clearer. Not perfect, but more balanced, calm, and steady. And the best part? He felt in charge of his health, not chasing random trends or miracle cures, just small, consistent habits, done right. The quiet lesson here is this: wellness doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be loud or expensive or complicated. Sometimes, radiant skin begins with one tiny seed and a bit of wisdom in how you use it. So now that you have the tools, the understanding, and a simple action plan, let's bring it all together. Because the final glow-up, it starts from within. Let's wrap this journey up and remind ourselves why these small changes can lead to big transformation. Starting now.